queens and my kings. It's your girl, Authentically Stacey. Let's get into it. Hey, what's going on, guys? You know I had to try out my little intro right there. So if you like it, cool. If not, let me know. But I like it, so it's cool. So we're gonna keep it. Okay, y'all, let's get into it. All right, I just got off the phone with a very special person in my life. This young lady and I were discussing dating, relationships, all that good stuff. And she basically met this guy and, he had a nice personality. You know how we females do. We kind of go to the Facebook page and try to, see what he's like or what he's into, or, try to do some investigating and find out some things about him, right? So she ended up meeting this guy. She was kind of feeling him, and everything like that. Kind of the flirtation thing was going on and everything. But at the end of the day, he did not ask her out. So, not knowing whether or not she's going to see the guy again or whatever the case may be, the discussion was, should she have asked this guy out on a date? And my advice to her was, me personally, I've never asked a guy out on a date, so I couldn't give someone that advice. But, to each his own. You kind of do your own thing and go with it, flow with it, I'm sorry, y'all. I can't. On this channel, we are authentic. Authentically Stacey is my name, and I gotta keep it all the way 100. Ladies, I would not be able to give my queens advice to ask a guy out on a date. I just can't. Because me personally, in the dating world, I was old school. I like for a guy to pursue me, to come after me, and to ask me out on a date, to pay for the meal. I'm old school. So I know, like, our generation now, some ladies even ask guys to marry them and all that good stuff. And if that's you, that's perfectly fine. Go and do your thing. But for the queens that ask me for advice, I would say never ask a guy out on a date. Because if you're the old school type, or if you really want like your man to be the head of the household, and that's not, a man being dominant and making all of the decisions and all that type of stuff, but it's basically like he's the king and you're the queen of the household. So it's your responsibility to help balance those things in the household. So if you're trying to get to that point, to get to that level, asking a guy out on a date, it could be something little to you guys, but I would never give any of my queens that advice. So I could not give this person that advice. She may not ever get to see him again. And in my mind, the way that I think, it wasn't meant to be. If it was meant to be, their paths will probably cross again. But guys, the person that God has for you is for you. And I promise you, if that person is meant to be in your life, they will ask you out on a date. They will pursue you. Men are naturally hunters. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? The man that wants you is going to pursue you. He's going to get over those nerves that he has, and he's going to ask you out on that date. He is going to do everything in his power that he can to come after you, okay? To come get his queen. If you miss that opportunity, then it may just be that y'all weren't meant to be. And, just keep it moving, and just know that your king is going to find you, okay? I know sometimes we see our friends and our family members who are getting married and they're having children, and you may want children of your own, and you want to be, someone's wife, you want to be someone's mate. But I want you guys to not rush the process, okay? When somebody cooks your food at a restaurant, honey, you don't want them to rush preparing the food and getting the seasoning in there real good, maybe seasoning it for about 24 hours to make it real nice and juicy, to get all those seasonings in there, and then cook it real nice and slow, or however the meal is supposed to be prepared. You don't want anyone to rush and not take the time that it truly takes to prepare your meal. And God is the same way for us. Sometimes we're in the preparation stage. You don't want that stage to be rushed, guys. Your mate may be out there being prepared for you. So don't get into a habit of rushing to get into the next relationship, because while you're in a relationship, your mate may be sitting over here just waiting for you to make the right decision to get out of that relationship that's not for you. Okay? Your mate is over here waiting for you. So don't rush the process, because what God has for you is going to be for you. It just may be that either you or your future mate is in that preparation stage. So guess what we have to do, guys? We have to pray for your mate to get it together. You haven't even met him yet. Kings, you haven't even met her yet. But I challenge you to pray for your future mate. Pray for them that God prepares them just right for you. And at the same time that you're praying for your mate, ask for patience for yourself to just not jump into another relationship or to not get too anxious so that you make the wrong decision, but pray for your patience so that the time that you're waiting for your mate to come to you, God will give you patience in the process, okay? So you don't get too anxious and end up in a relationship that's not meant for you, or a relationship that could taint your future. I don't know how many of y'all have been there, but the relationship that you're in now, I don't want you guys to taint your future. Sometimes that baggage from the relationship in your past can carry on to your future, and you do not want that, guys. You want to avoid that at all cost. Sometimes you being cheated on or being mistreated can put you in a mindset or put you in a place where you carry that stuff on to the next relationship, and this person is innocent. They haven't even done anything to make you not trust them. But in your mind, you're automatically off the bat kind of on edge, and you're automatically thinking in the back of your head, he's been gone for 5 hours. I wonder what he's doing. Y'all, if your mate has not given you a reason to not trust them, don't bring that baggage into the next relationship. I'm telling you guys, you want your future, what you've been praying for, and the one that God delivers to you to be the best thing you've ever had. And God wants the exact same thing for you. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? I want you guys to have the best that life has to offer, the best mate that life has to offer, and that God could ever bless you with. He wants you to have the best, and I want you guys to have the best as well. So, I mean, you could choose to ask a guy on a date. That is your business. Do what you do. But I'm just saying, I can't give my kings and queens that advice, okay? As always, I want you guys to like this video, comment on this video, subscribe to the video, hit that notification bell so that every time I post a video, you all will be the first to be notified. And as always, I want you guys to encourage me as I encourage you, pray for me as I pray for you, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video.